Consider a product development project using Scrum that requires a team of 40 developers. A Scrum team typically consists of 5 to 9 developers. This is because as the team size increases, the coordination required within the team also increases, which reduces efficiency. On the other hand, smaller development teams lack the cross-functionality needed by the Scrum framework. In this case, the solution would be to use a Scrum of Scrums. Scrum of Scrums, also known as a meta-scrum, is a technique used to scale Scrum by splitting a large group into multiple teams and coordinating their work. Each sub-team comprises a product owner, a Scrum Master, and 5 to 9 developers. In this approach, each team chooses one team member who has the best knowledge of the work of the other teams and the interdependencies between them as the ambassador. The ambassadors of each team hold a Scrum of Scrums meeting potentially daily, but typically a few times a week. The Scrum of Scrums meeting is held by the ambassadors of interdependent teams to coordinate and synchronize their work and communicate inter-team dependency issues. In this meeting, the ambassadors take turns answering the following questions. What did your team accomplish since our last meeting that could affect the other teams? What does your team plan to achieve before the next meeting that could affect the other teams? And are there any impediments your team is encountering as a result of another team's work? As a result of this meeting, teams are able to identify dependencies and resolve obstacles related to another team's work. Like daily scrums, a Scrum of Scrums meeting is not the place for detailed discussions. If there is a problem that requires lengthy discussion, it should be mentioned in the Scrum of Scrums, and a separate meeting arranged afterward involving only the necessary ambassadors. This way, the other ambassadors can focus on their work rather than losing valuable time. The Scrum of Scrums concept can also be scaled to a higher level, a Scrum of Scrums. In this case, an ambassador from each Scrum of Scrums periodically meets to coordinate and synchronize their work and communicate inter-team dependency issues. With that being said, let's take a look at the ultimate tips for exam success. The ambassador should be the team member with the best knowledge of the work of the other teams and the interdependencies between them. Know the 3 questions each ambassador needs to answer in the Scrum of Scrums. The Scrum of Scrums is not the place for detailed discussions. Any answer that suggests solving a problem that requires a detailed discussion in a Scrum of Scrums will be incorrect.